Hey everyone, I am so excited to finally be sharing this video with you. I've been wanting to do it for a while now because it has to do with making money and it's something new for me and exciting and just something I didn't think would happen, and you guys are my people that I share money stuff with. So what today's video is going to be about is I mainly wanted to just share with you guys what I sold online and how much I made in November and December. I started doing this in November, but I also, since it's the first video, I'm going to share with you some tips and tricks that I've learned along the way, and this is all pretty much Facebook Marketplace that I've been selling stuff. I have a few other apps that I posted stuff to sell. I think I sold one thing on OfferUp and that was it. Everything else is just going great on Facebook Marketplace, so I kind of have quit using the other ones. You guys might know in November we did a decluttering challenge, so I got rid of a lot of stuff and I've sold a lot of stuff. I've given away a lot of stuff. At the beginning of all this, I wanted to just get rid of stuff, so I went to Goodwill and dropped off a box, and it just made me really sad and kind of sick to my stomach when I was there because I pulled up and just car after car kept coming through, dropping boxes of stuff off, and I didn't like that. Just the amount of stuff there, and the workers, they looked miserable. I'd rather this stuff go to people that actually want it, and if I can make a little bit of money off of it, that's great because I need to contribute financially to our household. Okay, so like I said, we're talking mainly about Facebook Marketplace. If you go to your Facebook, okay, so Facebook Marketplace, it's just this bottom middle button right here, and that takes you to Facebook Marketplace, and you can go up here to what are you listing and list what you have and start selling it. Press to whatever you want. You can search. It can get kind of addicting, so try not to look through there too much unless you are looking for something that you really need. But okay, so when I first started this, we had just had a garage sale and I had stuff left over that I thought, you know, I'd like to sell this. It felt silly posting it. I was like, nobody's actually gonna buy this, but surprisingly everything I've posted has sold, no matter how silly I felt posting it. Not everything. I've posted stuff recently, but most of the stuff has sold. Some stuff will sell within 24 hours. Some stuff might not sell till a month later. The first time I did it, I started posting stuff and I wasn't getting any responses for a couple weeks, so I was starting to get kind of like all negative about it and like, this isn't gonna work. But Jared told me to just be patient, and he was right. Shortly after that, I started getting lots of messages, started selling stuff. And of course that was right before Christmas time, so I think that's why I did so well in November and December, was because of Christmas. It's been a little bit slower since Christmas has ended, but you just gotta like stay active with it and renew it whenever you can renew it. If nothing's selling after like a month, you know, reduce the price. I posted 2 pairs of Jared's jeans that he got rid of. They were nice American Eagle jeans, so I was like, I'm sure I can sell these. So I posted those for $5 each. And I've gotten lots of I've gotten like 3 different messages from different people about them, saying that they want them, but they haven't followed through and haven't taken the time to come get them. It's really frustrating sometimes dealing with that. So I did just reduce the price, 2 pairs of jeans from $10 to $8. One lady that said she wanted them, she lives in our neighborhood. So I was like, I keep bugging her about it, but she still hasn't. She says she wants them, but she still hasn't come to pick them up. So like I said, that can definitely get frustrating. And then also it can be a pain going back and forth with someone, trying to figure out, you know, where to meet them or their schedule and your schedule when they can come. So if you're willing to let people come to your house, what I've learned, it took me a while to learn, that it's easier if you like put in your description like porch pickup, which is PPU. I had to ask another seller one day, I was like, what does PPU mean? Is that please pick up? But she said porch pickup, and I went to her house and I picked up a Christmas outfit for my daughter. So that just makes it easier on you as a seller if that's the only option you give people. Sometimes they'll ask, will you meet? Are you willing to meet? But if you're not, you might not sell it as quickly, but you can put that in the description when you list it, is porch pickup only. You can put no holds, because a lot of times someone will say that they want something, but then they're like, can I come get it in a few days? And I'm like, you know, no, because people are going to want this, and I don't know that you're really going to come, because half the time they don't really show up or they change their mind. That happened recently. A girl said she wanted it, but she's like, I might be able to come tomorrow, but I probably can't come till next Wednesday, which was 5 days later. And I was like, well, if you want to pay me through PayPal, I'll hold on to it for you. But sure enough, I started getting other messages about it later, and then she wasn't responding to me after she told me that she wanted it. So I had to make the choice to go to the next person and hope that, like I told her, I was like, can you please tell me if you really want this? Because I'm like a nice person and I don't want to make anybody mad. But she never responded, so I went to the next person. And then people will say, I've had this happen, people will say they're on their way to pick something up. I posted something and it was for free. It was a wall clock. It wasn't working. And I couldn't believe I got like 20 messages about it, even though it was something that didn't even work. And this lady kept saying, like, I'm on my way, I'm going to pick it up. And I left it outside, you know, because it was just for free. And she never showed up. And I was getting like really stressed out because I kept getting messages about it. And I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should hold on to it for her or go to the next person. So I ended up finally just giving it to another person, and she showed up the next morning to pick it up. But yeah, if you want to just be more stern and mean, you know, you can put no holds, porch pickup only, things like that. But because I stay at home with my kids and I have more time on my hands, I am willing to meet up with people if it's not too far. And yes, I know, like, it can be scary and dangerous to give your address out. So honestly, I look through their profile and I don't give it out to everybody, especially, you know, mainly guys. I'm not really comfortable. I did have one guy come pick something up one time, but I just felt comfortable because the way that we were communicating, and Jared was home. So I wasn't home when he came to pick it up. It was Jared. Jared's the one that talked to him. So at first, yeah, I was definitely like, no, I'm not going to give my address out. I'll just meet everybody. But I sold a lot and it just got overwhelming. So I've had a few people come over and pick stuff up, and I've gone to other people's house and picked stuff up, and you just leave the money under the mat and it's really quick and easy. Also, what I like to do if I start getting a lot of messages about something, the first person that messages me, you know, I try to be fair and give it to them. But, you know, like I said, sometimes they just take forever to respond or they don't respond. And then if I've got multiple messages, I'll kind of just like look through them and look at their Facebook profile and kind of be a creeper to see if I can see where they live. Because I know if I can see that they live close, then they're more likely to come pick it up, or it'll be easier to meet them. So sometimes I'll do that and go with the person that lives closest. You can either look through your messages, through your Facebook Messenger, or when you go to Facebook Marketplace, like at the top, if you have a new message, it'll pop up here. So it's different than the Facebook Messenger, but you can go there, click on their profile, view their profile, and that if they're selling anything, that's the easiest way to see where they live, because it shows on the map, you know, where they're selling it. So that's what I do a lot, and I think that's the only tips that I have for now. As I'm going through the pictures and showing you what I sell, I might give you a little bit more detail about what the experience was like selling that. Some of them were such a pain and some of them were so easy. The ones that were easy, I was like, oh, thank you so much for being such an easy buyer. But yeah, so let's just get started. I'm going to show you the pictures of what I sold and tell you how much. Here we go. Okay, so one of the first things that I posted and sold were these Minions skates. These were given to JoJo for her birthday a few years ago, and she never really used them. I had also tried to sell them in a garage sale, and they didn't sell, so for that reason, this is what I was talking about earlier. One of the things that I kind of felt silly posting, I was like, if they weren't used before and they didn't sell, then they won't sell. But they did pretty quickly, and like I said, this was the first thing I sold. I went way too far out of my way to meet someone to sell these, considering I only listed them for $5, but I learned my lesson, so made $5 off of these. The next thing was this blue glass plate, another thing that had not sold in our garage sale. So I met someone right down the road from our house, and I got $2 for this plate. That's something I wasn't sure what to list it for. I don't know anything about dishes or, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, someone drove really far to pick up this plate for $2, but I think they were picking up other stuff too. And then I have this first birthday outfit that was JoJo's, so I've had it for about 5 years now. And I've had it sitting in the corner of the closet. I've been meaning for years to sell it, and I finally got around to listing it. And I mean, look how cute it is. It sold pretty quickly, so I got $10 for this. And then this next one is a 4-pocket organizer. It was hanging on the back of my kids' door in their bedroom. You may recognize it if you watched my decluttering challenge videos. It was one of the things I wanted to get rid of. So I met someone at Costco to sell this, which was fine because I had to go shopping there anyway. So I got $5 for it. Okay, and then this full-size My Little Pony bedding. I wasn't a fan of the material, so the kids hadn't used it for a long time. It was hardly used. I listed that one for $25. The person I ended up selling it to, they wanted me to ship it to them. And so shipping, I was thinking it would only cost like $5, so they paid me through PayPal before I went and shipped it, and it ended up costing $10. So I ended up only making like $15 off this, but I wasn't going to go back and ask that person to send me more money. So I kind of got ripped off a little bit on that because it was a good set, and that bedding, especially with the comforters, kind of expensive. But anyways, yeah, I made about $15 off that. And then you may remember from one of my videos that we bought the kids a bunk bed. So we had to get rid of this day bed that they had had for a while. And Jared's the one that actually sold this. He listed it and sold it on Facebook for $100. We kept the mattress, just the bed frame, we got $100 for. And that went very quickly. They came and picked it up, obviously. This other one you may also recognize from my declutter videos. This black wall shelf decoration that had been in our room for years, and I'm just trying to declutter the walls, so I listed that and I got $10 for it. This next one is a blender, a Hamilton Beach blender. It had never been used. This we actually got from Jared's aunt and uncle, and they were just getting rid of stuff and told us we could have it, so I listed it and I got $8 for it. I probably could have gotten at least 10 because I got a lot of messages about this, and I drove a little too far to get rid of that one, but I kind of sold and bought a few things on my route that day. So after I sold that, I sold this crib mattress, the toddler crib mattress, along with some sheets, and I got $15 for those. I met a lady, she said she wanted the bed for her dogs, so $15 for that. And then this duffel bag, Jared said we could get rid of just because we have so many, so I met someone down the road to get rid of that, and I got $10 for it. And then this black light Jared's had since high school, and it still works. We used to have fun playing with that, but we haven't used it in years. So I sold that to someone just 2 streets over from me for $5. And then Christmas time came around, and I realized that JoJo, my oldest, needed a Christmas outfit, so I started searching on Facebook and I found her one, and then I was like, well, I should try to sell some of our old Christmas outfits because we have so many. So I listed like 4 or 5, and they sold really quickly. I got $10 for this reindeer one, $10 for this penguin one, which made me a little sad because look how cute it is. It was always my favorite. But these outfits were all like 12, 18 months, so Jordan's already outgrown them. And then the Santa one, I also got $10 for. That one was one that JoJo wore last year, but she had a few outfits, so I figured Jordan didn't need that many for when she turns 4 or 5. This Cowboys towel and piggy bank were just some decorations that were in Jared's office, and he said we could get rid of them. So I got $8 for those. That's the one I was telling you about. The guy came to our house to pick it up, and he was someone whose Facebook profile I looked at, and you could definitely tell he was a huge Cowboys fan, so just thought that was funny. And then Jordan has outgrown these puzzles. These are baby puzzles, and I just don't think we need that many. So I listed these 3 for $10. Met someone at a park to sell those. And then this jewelry box was also given to us from Jared's aunt and uncle. Brand new in the box, never been opened. And so we listed that, and I listed it for $15. A lady in the neighborhood, we went back and forth for a while. She finally came and picked it up, and she just gave me a $20 and said to keep the change. So I got $20 for the jewelry box. And this paper shredder as well was given to us from his aunt and uncle in the box, never been opened. So we got $10 for that. I think this is the one product that I sold on OfferUp. I got lots of messages about it, but it finally sold to someone through OfferUp. And then this train set, it actually sold Christmas Eve, like pretty much the day that I listed it, I sold it. You know, people wanting to shop last minute for gifts, and this was actually given to us from one of Jared's friends. He said he had ordered 1 set of this and got 2 in the mail, so he didn't know what to do with the other one. So we were like, well, we'll list it and sell it for you. So we got $25 for it, and we gave him 10 of it, so we got $15 from the train set. And these superhero decorations, this is one of the things I felt silly posting, and I only listed it for $3. I had made them for our trunk or treat for Halloween, and I kind of put a lot of work into making them, and so I didn't want to just chunk them, and I didn't find any need to hold on to them, so I listed them, and they finally, it took a couple months, but they finally sold for $3. Someone just came and picked it up. And then last but not least, our coffee table. So we got $40 for that. Someone came and picked it up. That was kind of a hard decision just because it's a nice coffee table. It matches our furniture, but we just like it better being open in our living room. And we've had the coffee table kind of off to the side for a long time, so we finally decided just to list it, and it sold pretty quickly. Okay, so that's everything that I sold online in November and December. The total that I made from selling all this stuff in November and December was about $320, which is really awesome. I didn't plan on that going into it. And yeah, if you have any other questions, like I said, I've been selling stuff in January, so I'll probably do a video either at the end of January or February, depending on how much I have to share with you. So if you have any more questions, just let me know below and I'll answer them in the next video. But also give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I promise the next one won't be so long because I won't have as much talking and explaining to do. But yeah, subscribe if you haven't. If you've sold anything, you know, give us your tips below. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.